Hey, it's a Humble Collector here. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a postcard from my collection. This one sent from a wife to her husband who is in basic training here in the U.S. So usually, I think in pretty much all the previous letter and postcard highlights that we've done, it's all been soldier mail being sent back home to, well, people back home. And usually we look at the military content in those messages, but I decided to switch it up a little bit here. First of all, it's a very nice looking postcard. The front here says, "With eyes to eyes and breast to breast, dear love, we know few words are best, but could a million words convey my thoughts for you when far away?" It's just very nice. I've seen several similar postcards. I believe that was part of a series. Now, this particular postcard was mailed to Mr. George W. Nuss of the 7th Infantry Training Company at Fort Benjamin Harrison in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we can see it was mailed here on October 22nd, 1917. Now, going into the text itself here. "My dear husband, Cousin Jacob and Esther came in and got Sarah and I Sunday afternoon, and we are just having a fun time up here in the country. We'll look for you a Saturday afternoon. Jake said Oliver could go to meet you at the station anytime you could come, so let me know when you can come." And unfortunately, I cannot make out his wife's name here. Looks like it's Aktha, obviously some kind of nickname. And we can see this particular postcard was sent from Carmel, Indiana, so pretty close by, which makes sense. You know, she was staying with a cousin that was close to where he was stationed, and it makes sense she was saying that she was hoping he'd be able to come over and visit her. And unfortunately, I really don't have any information on Mr. Nuss himself. I tried doing some digging in my normal sources, and unfortunately just nothing was really coming up. And without being able to tell what his wife's name was, and even knowing that they had a daughter, at least presumably a daughter, named Sarah, but maybe that's his wife's sister or cousin, so there's really not a whole lot to go off of. But Fort Benjamin Harrison I actually wasn't super familiar with, so I went ahead and did some research on that. And Fort Benjamin Harrison was one of the regional training centers during World War I, and at the height of its activity in June of 1917, it was estimated there were about 12,000 men stationed at Fort Benjamin Harrison, so definitely not the largest U.S. military post at the time, but still pretty sizable. And there were several units that trained there, specifically the 10th, 45th, and 46th Infantry Regiments, as well as the 150th Field Artillery. So, unfortunately, really no hint as to where Mr. Nuss falls. I couldn't find anything on that 7th Infantry Training Company either. And in addition to these infantry and artillery outfits that trained there, there was also an officers and medical officers training camps, as well as a training camp for engineers as well. So definitely a big camp that stayed pretty busy during the war. It was eventually closed in 1991, and today there's apparently a state park where a lot of the base was. Some of the land's also been turned into neighborhoods. I believe there's also a golf course there. But yeah, so kind of interesting. Like I said, it was a fort I'd never heard of. And yeah, unfortunately, that's about it. So if anybody happens to know anything about Mr. Nuss or where I might be able to try finding some more information, it'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I'll see you all again very soon.